Welcome to Sonic Studio and SoundBlade world-class mastering systems. Sonic mastering systems have been used to create millions of commercial release CDs and music tracks since 1992. In this tutorial, I'll demonstrate the power of Sonic Studio's award-winning sound restoration software called NoNOISE II in the audio post-production for video environment. NoNOISE II is the most effective toolbox available for removing pops, unwanted clicks or ticks, and distortion from your sound files. In fact, NoNOISE is the gold standard for audio restoration. With its host-based DeClick, DeCrackle, and DeNoise tools, NoNOISE II for SoundBlade can suppress all types of noise: analog noise, digital noise, acoustic, or room noise. In short, if your client distorts it, NoNOISE can fix it, saving you time, making you money, and making you look like a hero at the same time. For this demonstration, I have a sound file from one of our training videos open in Apple's Logic application. I'll open the same sound file in SoundBlade, here from the Finder, and I'll drag and drop it into track 1 while holding down the Shift key. Holding down the Shift key on drag and drop respects the timestamp of the file, placing it in the SoundBlade timeline exactly where it was recorded. In this case, the file is set to time 0. Note up here in the Finder that I've made a copy of this audio file. That will come in handy a little bit later. So there are two issues to address in this sound file. Number one, there's a pretty big click in this audio, and number two, there's audible crackle or distortion throughout the file. These two types of problems are common in many recordings. We'll switch back to Logic here. Since it's the loudest issue, the click here at 1 minute and 27 seconds in the word folder is what you want to work on first. Let's listen here in Logic. You'll hear the distortion and the click in the word folder.
And wrapping the file set in 128-bit encryption for security. When it's finished, SoundBlade will ask you where you want to store your secure player. Go ahead and choose the folder that you like. And
there was our click. I'll switch back to SoundBlade here and we'll locate that click. We'll zoom in and let's listen.
Go ahead and choose the folder that you like.
There's our click, and we'll zoom in a little bit tighter and one more time to reveal this click. Note how accurate SoundBlade waveforms are at displaying this problem area. It's right here. Next, I'll make a selection just before and just after this problem area. The NoNOISE repair algorithm to use for this type of click is called appropriately DeClick. From the NoNOISE menu, I'll select D-type DeClick for edit group. That's this file here. NoNOISE goes out and processes that file, and just like magic, it's gone. Let's switch back to Logic now and hear the same area.
Go ahead and choose the folder that you like, and
we'll listen to that one more time. You notice the click is gone in the word folder, and it hasn't messed up the audio at all underneath.
Go ahead and choose the folder that you like, and then SoundBlade goes ahead.
That issue number 1 is fixed. On to issue number 2. There's some distortion present on peaks throughout this recording. We'll switch back to SoundBlade and play a section again. You can hear some distortion there.
And wrapping the file set in 120.
So it would take forever to go in and manually remove those little crackles that we hear there. So there's an automated tool for that, and it's called DeCrackle. I'll select the entire file in SoundBlade with Command A. Next, from the NoNOISE menu, I'll select the DeCrackler for edit group. NoNOISE is now processing both channels of the file, examining each individual sample for distortion, then surgically replacing it. So this process takes just a few minutes. We're just about done here. And just like that, all of the distortion within this file has been removed. So I'll zoom in to show you what SoundBlade has really done. NoNOISE has only fixed the sections of this file that contain distortion. The little red lines are interpolations where crackle was removed. Now for the really cool part. In this other SoundBlade project, I have the cleaned up file here in the top 2 panels, and the copy of the original file I mentioned earlier open in the bottom two panels of SoundBlade. These files are aligned or synced in time, but the bottom pair of panels are out of phase with the first pair of files. When this Edit Decision Lister EDL is played, what we hear is the difference between the two files, just the noise that's been removed. Let's listen. I'll move out to the section that we cleaned up earlier where the word folder had a click in it. You can hear those big clicks that were removed. What's important to remember here is that the NoNOISE declick and decrackle fixes I make in SoundBlade will automatically be updated to the file that's open in Logic. So the changes made in SoundBlade will be included in the audio file when I use the Export Audio to Movie command in Logic. Pro Tools 8 and later, as well as many other audio mixing applications, should work just like this demo. As a general rule, when using NoNOISE, you should work from the loudest problem first, big clicks or ticks, next to crackles or distortion, and then last to analog style hiss. You can learn more about using NoNOISE 2 in the NoNOISE user manual located in the documentation folder of your SoundBlade app. If you have any questions about SoundBlade, please visit us at www.sonicstudio.com or contact us at support@sonicstudio.com. Thanks for watching.